Hello, hello. Okay. Okay, so we'll start at 6:30. Yeah, this is not my first time use YouTube, but actually I made some problem, so I changed the link. Okay, if you can hear me, you can type some message or the emoji in the chat box. Okay, so I can see that. Hello, hello. Yes. Hello. Yeah, 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 I saw you. This is the new link. The last link I just. Yeah. Hello, hello. Okay, so we'll start at 6:30. Yeah, I hope you can hear me. Okay. Okay, so now is the time. So today we'll just run through the P5, the TASMO sample paper. And actually, when you firstly look at this paper, you think, oh, okay, you got bronze, very good, okay. So do you think this paper, have you ever done this paper? Yeah. So, and what's the result? You think this paper is hard or not? Not yet. Okay, never mind. Now here you just listen. So yeah, this is related to the real paper. Actually, I put all the question like the AMO and the APMO piece difficulty level. So it's what we will meet in the next year. The only two competition you will have next year. Okay. Yeah, some part is very hard, some part is easy. So I think if you get more than 40, yeah, hello, hello. So if you get more than 40, it's a well result, and I can tell you the highest until now is about 88 out of 100. Okay, this is the highest. Don't worry, don't worry. So the average is almost about 40 something, but still a lot of people not do that. Okay, so once you get this paper, of course, once you get this competition paper, the first things you need to write down is your name. Don't forget that. And also in the real competition, remember your index number, for example, 000001, like that. And also write down your school Never mind, this is school name. I just randomly write, okay? So after that, you can just look at the paper things, okay? So the first things, yes, you need, for the first part is about the MCQ questions, okay? So for the MCQ questions, the first one is about the calculation. So please calculate what's the result. You can see in this several brackets, they are all 999 something, 9 something, 9 divided by 99, 9 minus 9 divided by 99. So all of them is 9. So last 5 years, very easy, okay, maybe. So firstly, you can just write it this one. So my habit is, you can see these are two same things, right? It's 9 minus something times 9 plus something. So you can just do the bracket inside here. So, and also you have this 99990 and a 90 and a 99. Of course, nobody want to do the 99990, so I will separate. This will be like what? This will be 99 times 100, then plus 90. Okay, this is, I separate this 9990, and after that I plus 90 plus 99. Okay, so why I just write down like that? Because you can see there is a 99 and a 99. Sometimes we can do the extract the common factor, and after that, yes, you divide by 9 plus 9 divided by 99 actually is a fraction. You can just write down it's just the 1 over 11. And then you times 9 minus 1 over 11, right? And after that, the 3, 9, of course, you just calculate that. It will be 27, okay? So after that, you just do the combination. You can find it will be 99 times 100, then plus 90 times 100. So after that, you divide by, this one you can just change the mixed number into the improper fraction. Hi. Okay, you can change it into the improper fraction. This will be 100 over 11 times 98 over 11, then times 1 over 27. Okay, yeah, the answer is 686. Okay, so after that, this will be 189 times 100, then times 11 over 100 times 98 over 11, then times 1 over 27. Okay, so after that, yes, you can see this will be a quite interesting things. So sometimes you can do the cancellation, right? You can cancel the 100, 100, 11, 11, this 27. You can cancel also, right? This one will be 7. So the answer will be 7 times 98 equals to 686. Okay, 686. This is the first question. We just test about the calculation. So it seems a little hard, but actually you just do the simplify. It's quite easy. Okay, so now let's look at the next part. So the next part, this is a very typical shape, right? You can just, this is just the swallowtail, right? I don't know whether you still remember the swallowtail model. So once you look at this one, is a 2 shaded area, and we know BD is 3 over 7 of BC. So that means the ratio, it should be 3 to 4, right? And also we know the shaded area is 30, and we know AF equals to FD, right? AF equals to FD. So that means, yeah, of course, you need to firstly connect this FC. Then you can find a lot of swallowtail model. So this will be, you can see, firstly, we can try to find out the AE over EC. So it's all related to the area ratio, right? So the main idea for this kind of question was we change the area relationship with the side relationship. So you can assume this one is 3 unit, this will be 4 unit. This one, because 1 to 1, so it will be 3 unit. Okay, it will be 3 units. Then after that, you can find, once I find out this one is 3 unit, and this one is 7 unit, we can easily get this shape. It will be 3 to 7. 3 to 7. Okay? So now we know this is 3 to 7. Then you can know AFC. Triangle AFC to triangle AFB is also what? 4 to 3, right? So that means AFC is just the 4 unit. Okay, so let's try to, you cannot see that. Let's try to write down all the shaded part into the unit, right? So the top one, this triangle AFE, it will be 3 over 10 times 4 units equals to 6 over 5 units. And then you can use the shaded area. It will be 3 plus 6 over 5 unit equals to 21 over 5 unit. And we know the shaded area is 30. Okay? So you can find 1 unit equals to 50 over 7. Then we want to calculate the whole triangle. Triangle ABC, it should be 14 units. So this will be 14 times 50 over 7 equals to 100. Okay? It will be 100. So this is the things we can find, right, for in the question 2. So just transfer the area relationship into the side ratio. Okay? So now let's look at the question 3. I see question 3 is about the basic ratio problem, right? I don't like this one. Let's move here. Move down. Okay, you cannot see that. Okay, so this one you just read the question, right? So let's name these 3 bottles of the things is water 1 to fruit 1, water 2 to fruit 2, water 3 to fruit 3, right? So we can know the ratio of this one is 2 to 1, and the next one is 4 to 3, and the next one is 7 to 5. And we can know if you want to make the drinks, right? Of course, you need to add water and add some juice, okay? So now remember very important things. We have the same volume. So that means you need to change it into the same things. So you calculate the sum. This one, the sum is 3, the sum is 7, and the sum is 12. So this one, you can change the LCM of 3, 7, and 12. You just use some time to calculate that. This one will be 84, okay? No, later I will share the solution in the group. You just copy by yourself. So listen first. And after that, this one you can know, I want to change all of them into 84. So this will be 56 to 28. And the next one, it will be 48 to 36. And the last one, you times 7, it will be 49 to 35. So until here, I actually change all the value into the same sum. So after that, if we want to calculate that, you just plus them together, okay? So this one plus together is 153 to 99. So do the simplify, it will become 17 to 11. So choose D, okay? 17 to 11, okay? Now let's look at the next part. Yes, this is also a kind of calculation. So once you look at this very hard calculation, of course, believe me, nobody will do that. Okay, nobody will calculate each part, and find out the result. So we will use a new method, not new method. Of course, you should know that. Find out what is the pattern on the denominator. Okay, so all the things is like n over n plus 1 over 2016. So firstly, we should do the express of this formula. So of course, if we have the on the denominator, we have another denominator, we can times the same value on both numerator and denominator. This will become 2016n over 2016n plus 1. Plus n. This is n. Okay, so after that, what's that? This one, you can just extract the common factor, right? To extract this n. N times 2016 plus 1. So you can find every value is just 2016 over 2017. So on the numerator is what? 2016 over 2017 plus. All the term is same. So how many terms do we have? Look at here. We have 2015 terms. So that means it will become 2015 times 2016. On the denominator is what? On the denominator is 2016 over 2017 times 2015. So after that, just cancel. So the result will be 2017. Okay, should say. Okay, so quite easy. And after that, we can look at the next part. So this is very easy. I hope you can just get credit. So I don't know how you did it, but for me, I just look at these two diagrams. I know, okay, I can connect here, right? So for this 1 and a 2, it's just half of the rectangle, right? It's half of the rectangle. And how about the next two part? You can connect this way and here. Okay, so you just do some change. You can move this point to the middle. So this 1 and 2 also half of the rectangle, right? But someone may say, okay, so teacher, it's half of the rectangle, but how can I do that? So as you can see, I can draw a very typical, right? How to draw it. It's very hard to draw it. Never mind, I can copy it. Wait a moment. Maybe it's a little ugly, but never mind. Copy. Okay, so it's like what? The shaded area is I can choose the midpoint and I connect here, right? I connect here. I connect here. Then I connect here. So the shaded area should become like that. So we have for this part. So actually it should be 60 equals to 4 over 12 of the shaded of the area. So that means the total area, it will be 180, right? So it will be 180. Okay, so this is a method. So for this kind of regular polygon, you not only you should know how to cut it, but also sometimes you can do the area transformation. Okay. Right. So now let's look at the next part. Yes, this one is a kind of ratio word problem, right? So, but always remember one thing: every step, okay, every step, you should focus on which part never change, never change. It's quite important, okay? So at the beginning, we know a cup is fully filled with 32% alcohol solution, right? That means, one question, can I drink this one? Can I drink this one? 32% alcohol solution. Never mind, you don't know that. Okay, if you buy the alcohol, some alcohol will be about 53%. Okay, of course you can drink it. Okay, of course you can drink it. But 32 is not very strong. Okay, so never mind. But today we'll not talk about this one. So about alcohol. So how was the paper? I don't know. It's okay, I think. The highest is 88. Okay, so the alcohol, it will be what? You can assume we have 32 units, right? 32 units. And that means the remaining is water, right? 68 units. So from 32 units and 68 units, what will change? So firstly, 1/2 of the solution is discarded and the cup is filled with water until it is full. So in this process, remember, what do we change? The alcohol actually will pull out 1/2, right? So this one will just the times 1/2. The remaining things, we only have 16 unit alcohol. Okay, 16 unit alcohol. So the next part, 1/3 of the solution is discarded and the cup is filled with pure alcohol until it's full. Okay, so now can you tell me how many water do we have? Be careful about that. The cup volume never change, right? The cup's volume never change. That means we have 16 unit alcohol. That means we will have 100 unit minus 16 unit equals to 84 unit water, right? So after that, we throw out 1/3, so we will have this one. The second part, it will be times 2/3. We will have 56 unit. So if we have 56 unit, how many alcohol do we have? Of course, you can just use 100 minus 56. This will be 44 units. And lastly, okay, so we pull out 1/4 of the solution, discarded, and the cup is filled with water again. So we just what? Times 3/4, right? So this will become 33 units. So that means after all the operation, finally we will have 33% of the alcohol. That's all. Okay, someone I know you just assume at the beginning it's 100. It's the same thing. Okay. Okay. So until here, I think no more question, right? No any question. Most of you get all correct. Okay, so now let's look at the question 7. Question 7 is a little hard, I have to say. Okay, so firstly, you want to draw the diagram. I think it's okay, but if you don't draw the diagram, it's also okay. So I will just show you the method. We don't need to draw any diagram. And if you have interesting about the diagram, but actually it will not help you a lot, you can see the solution I will send into the group. Okay, so the first one we have A and a B, right? So at the first time, can you tell me P and the Q and the total? So do we know how far P traveled? Right? Do we know how far P traveled? We don't know. But we know Q traveled 1,200 meters. This is 1,200 meters. And for P, it will be, we assume the total length is S, so it will be S minus 1200. And they travel in total 1 lap because it's a meeting problem, right? And for the second step, okay, so if A departs 6 minutes earlier, okay, this is A 6 minutes earlier. Oh, this should be A and B, sorry. This will be A and B. So for the second scenario, we know they will meet 900 meters from Q. So this will be 900, and A will travel S minus 900. So they travel in total is still 1 lap. Okay, still 1 lap. And for the third one, B, 6 minutes earlier. So they will meet 1,000 meters from P. So that means A will travel 1,000 meters, and B will travel S minus 1,000, and they will have 1 lap. So I think most of you meet the problem is, I know the second scenario and the third scenario is I earlier 6 minutes and I earlier another 6 minutes. So that means what? That means how can I use this 6 minutes? So, or maybe I want to cancel all the 6 minutes. What should I do? So maybe you can find the things. So in second scenario and the third scenario, we both traveled 1 lap and a 1 lap, right? If we combine them, so we use 2 plus 3. Okay, one case A traveled 6 minutes earlier, and another case B traveled 6 minutes earlier. So if we plus them together, that means they will travel what? They will travel the same time, right? So if we combine the second case and the third case, it will be the same time. So both A and B travel the same time. So why we cannot directly compare case 1, case 2, and case 1 and case 3? Because we have the different time. So since now we have the same time, we can calculate like that. So for example, this is scenario 2 and scenario 3. So this will become, for A, I will travel S plus 100. For B, I will travel S minus 100. And in total, we will travel 2 laps. But how to use these 2 laps? Let's look at here. These 2 laps, I can just directly use what? This one, they travel the same time. If they travel 2 laps, so A will travel 2 times S minus 1,200, and B will travel 2,400 meters. That means these things should be same. So we can list S minus 100 equals to 2,400. So the total distance will be 2,500 meters. Okay? So it's about this question. So it's a very typical question. I remember last year the second round of ARMO also tests about this one. So someone start earlier, someone start late. So you can use the combination, right? Another way, most of the students use the algebra equation to list all the things and solve that. It also can, but it will waste some time. So this one, yeah, just combine them, okay? So now let's look at the question 8. So in question 8 is about the number theory, okay? So you can see the largest number in a sequence that is divisible by 17 consists of how many digits? All of which is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1, 1, 1. So that means what? if 17 is the factor of 1, 1, blah, 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 1, we have n 1. So that means what? That means on the both sides, we can times the common number. Maybe we can just times 9. 17 is the factor of 9, 9, 9, blah, 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 9. We have n 9, right? So n 9 means what? That means this 17 is the factor of what? It's the factor of 1, 0, 0, blah, 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 0. It's very close to this one. We have n 0. So it's about 17 is the factor of 10 to the power of n. Okay? 17 is to the power is the factor of 10 to the power of n. Then what should I do? Okay? So we should want to find out the number is this 10 to the power of n divided by 17. We have the remainder 1. I want to find out this one, 10 to the power of n congruent to 1 if we mod 17. This is, I want to find out that. So maybe some of you have already learned that. So this one, once you look at this one, 17 is a prime number. So you can just use the famous little theorem, right? We can find a to the power of p minus 1 is congruent to 1 if we mod p. So n equals to p minus 1 equals to 16. Okay? So we can easily get 10 to the power of 16 congruent to 1 if we mod 17. If you don't know how to do, if you don't want to use this method, you can try to list. Until you list to the n equals to 16, you will find it's congruent to 1. Okay, that means the largest n, it will be 16 times 6 equals to 96. So the answer will be C. Okay, so the answer will be C. Okay, so now let's look at the next one. Question 9 is about still about number theory. So 1 to the power of 2022, 2 to the power of 2021, and until 2022 to the power of 1. There are how many perfect squares? Okay, so firstly, once you look at the perfect squares, you should use what? So yeah, it's a very important thing we have for the exponent is a kind of even number. And we have factors number. It will be odd. So this is the special things about the perfect square numbers. So we can find this all the things is like a to the power of b. Right? And we know a plus b equals to 2023. So we need to discuss all the things. Case 1. A is a kind of odd number, right? If a is a kind of odd number, that means what? That means the b must be even. So if the exponent is even, all of them is the square number. So how many odd numbers do we have? We have 2022 divided by 2 equals to 1011 odd numbers. Okay, so now we need to discuss the case 2. So A is the perfect square. So we have already considered all the odd numbers in case 1. So now it's our turn to consider the odd, even numbers. So that means all the perfect square we can write down by 2k to the power of 2, right? 2k means it's an even number. So we want to find out how many 2k square smaller than 2022. And also you should remember, always remember this year is 2025, right? So 45 square equals to 2025. So this one, when k equals to 22, yes, 44 square equals to 1936, which is the biggest number smaller than 2022. That means we have 22k meet this requirement. So we can easily get the answer. It will be 1011 plus 22 equals to 1033. So choose D. Okay. Guys, can someone explain what 300? You don't know? Come on, you know that. Okay. So now let's look at the question 10. This question 10 looks very hard, but actually it's quite easy. Okay, looks very hard. Actually, it's quite easy. So I see most of you can get a correct answer, right? So you just try to write one. We have how many? So remember, this all the things is about odd numbers and even numbers, right? So can you tell me how many odd numbers do we have? Right, from 1 to 9, we have 5 odd numbers. Yes, and how many even numbers do we have? We will have 4 even numbers. So that means, how can I write down these things? This will be like the, for example, odd, even, odd, odd. So this is the only case I can put, right? This is the only method we can put in this 3 times 3. So the answer will be 5 factorial times 4 factorial equals to 2880. That's all. So the answer is E. Okay? So the answer is E. Yeah, as you can see. Okay, so this is all the MCQ questions. After that, it's about the section B, short answer questions. Do you think the MCQ is easy or the short answer is easy? Okay. Do you think the short answer is easy or the MCQ is easy? Never mind, you don't want to answer me. That means maybe you'll not do that. Okay, so now let's look at section B. In section B, the first one is also about calculation, fraction, decomposition, right? So this is a little special because you can find the difference between them is 2. The difference between them is 2. Okay, so now let's firstly look at this one. So of course, nobody will just keep it because we times them, right? So nobody will open the bracket. So firstly, we should change all of them into the fraction form. So this will be 2 times 4 minus, plus 1 over 2 times 4 times 3 times 5 plus 1 over 3 times 5 times 4 times 6 plus 1 over 4 times 6 times blah 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 times 10 times 12 over 10 times 12. Okay? Yes. And after that, what should I do? So you look at this 2 times 4, and then we have a plus 1. You should remember a very important things. We have a squared minus b squared equals to a times b, a plus b times a minus b. So this one is what? This one, you look at the 2 times 4, all the term will write down like 3 squared minus 1 plus 1, 4 squared minus 1 plus 1, and continue to the last one, 11 squared minus 1 plus 1, right? And after that, you will clean all the minus 1 and the plus 1. So after that, on the numerator, denominator is 2 times 4 times 3 times 5 times blah 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 time until 10 times 12. Okay, until 10 times 12. So after that, yes, what's that? So this will become 3 times 4 times 5 times blah 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 times 2 11 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 2 11. Then over this one is 2 times 3 times 4 times 2 10 times 4 times 5 times blah 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 times 2 12, right? So after that, you just do the cancellation, right? So this one, we have the common part 4 to 11, 4 to 11, so remaining 12. And 3 to 10, remaining 11, 3 to 10. So after that, it will be 3 times 11 over 2 times 12. So the answer is 11 over 8. You got 2 wrong for MCQ, 1 wrong for last 5, and 7 wrong in the middle. Yeah, I think I'm not put so many hard questions in the middle, so never mind. I think some of them is not very hard. Okay. Okay, so this is about this one. We combine the square difference, and after that, it's just like the cancellation, right? You need to find out the common things and do the cancellation. Be careful. All the competition, all the teacher design the paper. It's not like ask you to calculate a lot of things, right? You do the very messy calculation and find out the result. Sometimes the whole things is you need to find a better way, the best way to do the cancellation. So the question will not be very hard. Okay. So now let's look at the question 12. This one is about the ratio word problem again. It's related to the fraction. So we have Alice and Bob, two guys, right? Okay, so we have what? We assume at first we have P, and for Bob we have 1 unit. Okay, so firstly, after still had 63 pieces left. Okay, I come to 63. And after when Bob had completed an additional 3/4 of what he was left, the number of pieces Alice had remaining was 3/8 of his total pieces. So that means after that I will become this 3/8p. Okay, so we know this one was what? This 43 used the 1/3 of the pieces, right? So firstly, this one will come to 2/3 unit, right? So after that, I will use additional 3/4. So that means I will use 1/4. So the remaining things is 2/3 times 1/4 equals to 1/6 unit. Then we need to compare what? We need to compare what is the difference between them, right? So you can see this one, the difference between them is 1/3 unit. This one, the difference is 1/2 unit. So what is the ratio of these two processes? You can find the ratio of these two processes will be 2 to 3. That means what? That means same as Alice, the ratio of this process should also be 2 to 3. Okay? Should also be 2 to 3. So firstly, you can note this 63 additional 3/4, right? So this one will just change. This one you can find the total difference between P and 3/8p is 5/8p. So I want to compare is 2 to 3. That means one is 2/8p. One is 3/8p. So that means in this process is I use 1/8p, so 1/4p. So this 63 actually equals to 3/4p. So you can find P equals to 84, right? P equals to 84. And after that, yes, you can do the calculation. You can find A plus B, it should be 84 times 2 equals to 168. Okay, 168. Okay, 168. Yeah, just compare remember the ratio of the two part is the same. Okay, the ratio of the two part is same. Okay, so the next one, this one is very easy, right? This one is quite easy. So once you look at divide by 3, they just tell you divide by 3. Some question, they tell you it's the multiple or the divide by 3. You need to think about what is the remainder, right? What is the remainder? So you can find if we divide by 3, from 2014 to 2024, this is remainder 1 divided by 3, and this is remainder 2 if we divide by 3, right? So divide by 3, remainder 0. How many numbers is remainder 0? We have 3 numbers. And how many numbers remainder 1? We have 4 numbers. How many numbers remainder 2? We have 4 numbers. So after that, if we want to choose how many different methods to choose the 3 numbers, then the sum is the divide by 3. That means the sum of the remainder should be 0. Okay? So we just discussed what kind of case do we have. It will become remainder 0 plus remainder 0 plus remainder 0. Remainder 1 plus remainder 1 plus remainder 1. Remainder 2 plus remainder 2 plus remainder 2. And the last one, remainder 0 plus remainder 1 plus remainder 2. Okay, so for remainder 0, 0, 0, so of course it's from 3 to 3 equals to 1. 1, 1, 1 is from 4 to 3 equals to 4. Remainder 2, 2, 2 is 4 to 3 equals to 4. And the last one, it will be 3 times 4 times 4 equals to 48. Okay, so then if I want to calculate the sum, it will be 57. Okay. So the answer will be 57. This one, of course, you not get it wrong, right? This is also the basic one. Okay, so now let's look at the next part. Oh, this one is about the estimate calculation. I have a very fast method I want to show you. Once you look at this one, you can find 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 consecutive numbers. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 consecutive numbers. 66, 65, 67, 66, 68, 67, 69, 68, 77, 69. They are all consecutive numbers, right? So you can have a try. If I write down 1 times 2 plus 2 times 3 plus 3 times 4 over, for example, 1 times maybe 3 plus 2 times 4 plus maybe, sorry, this one should be bigger. So I just change to like that. 1 times 3 plus 2 times 4 plus 3 times 5 over 1 times 2 plus 2 times 3 plus 3 times 4. Actually, you will find this one, the result must be what? If the result of this one is A, so A must be bigger than 5 over 4 and smaller than 3 over 2. Okay? You just choose the first two numbers. You can prove that. You can try to prove that. And so this one, we can obviously get this number A is bigger than 70 over 69, smaller than 66 over 65. So this one will be 1 plus 1 over 69, smaller than A, smaller than 1 plus 1 over 65. And finally, if you times 100, this one A is smaller than 100 plus 1 point something, and bigger than 100 plus 1 point something. So A's value, integer part, it must be 101. Okay? It must be 101. This is about the estimate calculation. So sometimes you can just use a small example, okay? Use a small example to do the estimate calculation. And then after that, do the comparison, okay? Do the comparison. Just like that, just like that. Okay, so now let's look at the question 15. So this one, of course you should get correct, right? Who get this one wrong? This is 45. And we know AC is 13. And ABC's area is 52. So you can easily get what is the value of the height. The height is 13 times 8 divided by 2, right? So the height is 8. And what is the length of DE? Come on. So we know this is, D is the midpoint, right? So this is the midpoint. So of course this should also be the midpoint because these are perpendicular. So that means these two lines are parallel lines. So for the parallel lines, D is the midpoint. This E must be the midpoint. Okay? So DE should also parallel and equals to half of the height. So that means this one equals to 4. So this is 4, this is 4. So what is the area of the shaded part? The shaded part, it should be, but we know this is 4, right? So we can calculate AE equals to 13 minus 4 equals to 9. So the shaded area, it will be 9 times 4 divided by 2 equals to 18. Equals to 18. That's all. Okay. Now let's look at the question 16. So this one is a kind of operation. So you need to sometime to, my suggestion is for this kind of question, firstly list a table, okay? Please list a table, it's quite important. So firstly we can find this is 5, I don't know what's that, so I just use this R to represent and E to represent, okay? 5R we can change to 7E. And the second case is 3E we can transfer to 6R. But I only know these things. What else can we know? This is 123. So that means the total number actually increased. But if I do every operation, what will change in the total numbers? This is the things you need to think about. So from 5R to 7E, that means the total things we plus 2. From 3e to 6r, the total things we plus 3. That means this one we know we do the 20 times, and from 80 we got 123 both. So that means 20 times operation. We will have in total plus 43. Then the question becomes, this how many 2 and plus 2, how many plus 3? We combine this 43. Okay, so you can easily get, you can just like the 2x plus 3y equals to 43, and then to solve that, you can find totally we'll have 17 of operation 1 and 3 of operation 2. So the answer will be 0 plus 7 times 17 minus 3 times 3 equals to 110e at the end. Okay, that's all. So this one is the combination of the operation questions and the indefinite equations. Okay. So now let's look at the next part about the circle and the sectors. So I remember this one is also you need to think about. So you can find, I want to find out the area, okay, I don't want to find out the area of the shaded part, but I want to find out the length of 001, right? So the length of the 001 actually is the what? The length of this triangle, the length of this triangle. So maybe our idea is I want to find out the area of this whole rectangle, and then I use the rectangle divided by the radius, which is 2, to find out the length of the rectangle. Yeah, this is a good idea. So now let's observe what happened to the shaded area. We know the shaded area part, they are the same. So let's name it. This one is 4, this one is 3, this one is 1, this one is 2. Right? So let's name this 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can find it shape 1 and the shape 2. This is the whole sector, shape 1, and this is the whole sector, shaded 2. This one, the overlap part, equals to 3, okay? Equals to 3. And then the uncovered part equals to 4. Remember, there is a very important thing. The overlap equals to the uncovered. That means what? If the overlap equals to the uncovered, that means the sum of these two sectors is just directly the area of this rectangle. So you can find the sum of 1 and 2 is just the area of the rectangle. So what is the area? It will be 2 times 1 over 4 times pi r squared. And then 001 is I just divide by the radius, right? So this will become 1 over 2 pi times r. And we know r equals to 2, so that means equals to pi. Because pi equals to 3, so the answer equals to 3. That's all. Okay? Yeah. I remember all the shape is not very hard. Okay. So now let's look at the question 18. I want to ask anyone get question 18 correct? If you do the paper and submit online. Anyone get question 18 correct? Question 18 is actually a little hard. It's actually a little hard. So after you read the question, I can give you, if in the class you have this question, yeah, I will definitely give you a hint. Every time I remove x and y, and this one, 7. Okay, I write down the number x over y, right? That means what? If I replace x and y with this x over y, that means the total product, we do what? We divide by y squared, right? We divide by y squared. So that means what is the original product? This will be 33 factorial. 33 factorial, of course, we have to do the prime factorization. It will be 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, and 29. But how many 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 do we have? We can do like that. This will be use the ladder method. 33 divided by 2, 16. 33 divided by 2, 16, divided by 2, 8, divided by 2, 4, divided by 2, 2. So we'll have the sum of them. It will be 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1 equals to 31. So 2 to the power of 31. And then for 3, use the same method, right? 33 divided by 3, 11 divided by 3, 3 divided by 3, 1. So this will be 15. 3 to the power of 15. And 5 to the power of, use the same method, 33 divided by 5, it will be 6. And 7 to the power, no, it's not 6. Let me calculate. This will be 7. So 7 is 33 divided by 7, 4. Yeah, that's 4. And 11, it will be 3. 13, it will be 2. 17, it will be 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so this is the prime factorization of the 33 factorial. Okay. Now, what else should I do? Who will be cancelled? We need to think about this one. So after we do the cancel, so all the even number will be deleted, right? So the remaining will be 2 times 3 times 5 times 11 times 17 times 19 times 23 times 29, then times, sorry, I forgot the last one is 31, times 31. So teacher, you want to say, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that means we have 9 possible answers, right? Be careful about one thing. This 2 times 3 times 5 is what? This one is 30, right? 30, is it possible to remain on the board? Yes. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The answer will be 7 numbers. Okay? Be careful about that. This one is a little hard. Okay? So now let's look at the question 19. So 4 colors are used to color the 6 triangles in the diagram. 2 adjacent triangles are required to be different colors. So this is the basic parsing ball method, right? So you just assume this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Firstly, you choose one color. For example, A, B, C, D, 4 colors. So we start from 1. So it will be 1, 0, 0, 0. 2. Remember the adjacent, we cannot have the same. So that means 1 can give to the B, C, D position. 1, 1, 1, 0. And for the third case, it will be 3, 2, 2, 2. For fourth one, it will be 6, 7, 7, 7. And for the fifth one, it will be 21, 20, 20, 20. And the last one, it will be 60, 61, 61, 61. So someone may say, teacher, I know this one is the sum, right? Right, the sum of them. Actually, no, why? Because remember, the first one I choose A, and the last one I cannot choose A again, okay? So it will be 61 times 3. So someone just tell me the answer is 183. It's still wrong. Why? Because this is the scenario we choose A as the start, but we can choose B, C, and D. So we need to times 4. So the answer should be 732. Okay? It should be 732. This is the whole things. This is the whole things. Okay? So it's very basic. Don't forget that. So in question 20, I think this is a very interesting question. Yeah. I will tell you a story, but I don't know whether you remember that. This is like the... Have you watched the movie Titanic? It's like the Rose and Jack. Yeah, it's Rose and Jack. So they meet. Once they meet, they will separate forever. Okay? This is the same idea as this question. You can see if we have 30 coins, right? So 30 coins. Once the 2 coins meet before, they will never appear in the same pile, right? This is the things. So firstly, if you want to guess this one, the answer is quite easy. So for example, we have 30. Every time I just separate 1. 1 and 29, 1 and 28, 1 and 27, 1 and 26. And continue to the last one is 2, 1 and 1. So that means the answer is 29 plus 28 plus blah, 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 plus 2 plus 1. You can easily get this one is 435. But why? But why? Be careful. So this one, if we have some coins, right? For example, I have 4 coins. So if I meet you, I meet you, I meet you, I meet you, then I separate like that. These 2 coins and these 2 coins. I meet you, I meet you. It's same as what? Same as after separate, I will meet others, every others, only 1 time. After that, I will separate, right? After that, I just leave you. Hey, so this is a very scary story. So I will only meet you 1 time, and we will never see each other forever. So that means how many times we will see. So that means from 30, we just choose 2 to let them meet and give a break up forever. So the answer is 435. Okay. So this is the real question in 2016 AMO first round. Okay. Right. So now I think until here, why you say the middle part? I think the middle part only 3 questions is a little hard. This one, yes, it's a little hard. And no more. Come on, only this one is a little hard. I think. Only question 18 is a little hard. Others is not very hard. Yeah. The last few. Come on, why I put some easy question in section 4? Because I want you section C. So I want you to get some more scores, right? You can get more points. Your result is okay. So I put some easy question in section C. So harder question in 3 points is same as the MCQ, right? You will never know that. Okay. So now let's look at the 21. So firstly, you need to find out what is the pattern. Okay, so the pattern here is what? You can find this one is 1, 4, 9, 6, and then continue. What are they? They are all the square numbers. So this is the first column, the second column, the third column, the fourth column, and continue to the nth column. So this number should be n squared. And how about this one? This 2 is from 1 plus 1. 5 is from 4 plus 1. 10 is from 9 plus 1. That means the nth column, the first number is n minus 1 squared plus 1. Now, I want to find out what? I want to find out the middle number. So for the middle number, it's just the median number of this column. So it will be n minus 1 squared plus 1 plus n squared over 2. So this will become n squared minus n plus 1. So I want to find out the 2023. We just run through all the things, then you can have a break, right? So 2023, it will be 2023 squared minus 2023 plus 1. But I want to find out this one divided by 7. So it will be congruent to 1 if we mod 7. That's all. So the answer will be 1. Okay? So yeah, now let's look at the next part. How many multiples of 30 have exactly 30 distinct factors? It's a very old question, right? Firstly, you just think about A. Because it's a multiple of 30, so that means it must have the factor of 30, which is 2 to the power of A times 3 to the power of B times 5 to the power of C. So exactly 30 distinct factors, that means we use the exponent plus 1. Then times together, it will be A plus 1 times B plus 1 times C plus 1 equals to 30. And we do the prime factorization of 30 again, it will be 2 times 3 times 5. That means what? That means this A, B, C, we only have 3 choices. 1, 2, and 4 to meet them. So the answer is 3p3 equals to 6. That's all. We only have 6. That's all. Right? Yeah. Don't think this one is very hard. It's just 2 steps. Okay, so for the next one, this one I don't think I need to measure one more time, right? This is 22. So if it's 0 degrees, it's 22. 180 degrees is 22. So can you tell me if n is smaller than 180, bigger than 0, how many times in one day? Be fast. Okay, so if I want to find out the angle smaller than 180 degrees and bigger than 0 degrees, how many times will it happen on the clock in one day? Anyone know the answer? Hello? Oh yeah. Oh, we have the time difference. Sorry, I forgot that. No one knows that. So sad. Never mind. Okay, I can tell you it's 44 times. Just times 2. Just times 2. Okay. So question 24. I don't know why I put this question in this position. It's quite easy. Just for fun. 4 over 5 units times 14 equals to 10.9 units plus 150, right? The profit is $150, right? So that means 1 unit equals to 500, okay? 1 unit equals to 500, that's all. This is very easy, this is very easy, okay? Okay, then let's look at the question 25. Question 25 is a very old question, I have to say. So we know AE to BE is 1 to 2. CF to DF is 2 to 5. So, but we know this is a parallelogram, right? So for the parallelogram, AB and the CD's length should be same. So we need to change into the same value. 1 plus 2 is 3. 5 plus 2 is 7. 3 times 7 is 21. So we need all change the length into 21. This one changed to 7. This one changed to 14. This one changed to 6. This one changed to 15. Right? So what is the triangle ABC? ABC is half of the things, right? But we only know this is ACE. So we know triangle ACE is 2016. So that means this triangle ADC equals to triangle ABC should be triple of the 2016 equals to 6048. Okay? And then what else do we know? We can find out the side ratio. Yes, it's 41. Side ratio, right? This one is 6 to 15. And this one is 6 to 21. That means GC to AG is 6 to 21, right? 6 to 21. So that means CG to AG, it will be 6 to 21 equals to 2 over 7. Then we can find this shaded area is just use the bird head model, right? So for the bird head model, triangle GFC to triangle ADC equals to CG times CF over CA times CD equals to 2 times 6 over 9 times 21. But never mind, I don't think you need to use 9 times 21. Yes, it's 9 times 21. So this will be 4 over 63, okay? 4 over 63. So that means what? That means this triangle GFC, it will be 4 over 63 times 6048, okay? So the answer will be 384. 384. I remember this is the fastest way to solve that, okay? Just use the ratio and finally use the bird head model. Use the bird head model, okay? Okay, so now let's look at the next part. The smallest natural numbers that leaves the remainder of 1 when divided by 7, a remainder of 5 when divided by 8, a remainder of 1 when divided by 9. So this is the basic Chinese remainder problem. So firstly, we know A congruent to 1 if we mod 7. Teacher, what is my school ranking for almost? Can you check? I don't know. If I'm from NUS High, I will tell you all the things, but I'm not. A congruent to 1 if we mod 9. Okay, so firstly, you should find for 1 and 3. You can find A should be congruent to 1 if we mod 7 times 9 is 63. Okay, 63. So you can find A should equals to 63k plus 1, right? 63k plus 1. And then we should know what? We just try to solve this modular equation. Try to solve this modular equation, which is 63k plus 1 congruent to 5 if we mod 8. Then you just solve that. 63 divided by 8 is remainder negative 1, so it's 7k congruent to 4 if we mod 8. Then you just find out the number related to 8. So it will be 7k congruent to 28 mod 8. So k congruent to 4 if we mod 8. So that means k, the minimum value is 4. So you just take in this 4. You can find a is 63 times 4 plus 1 equals to 253. Okay, equals to 253. Okay, so now let's look at the next part. Okay, given that the area of the square is 100, what is the shaded area? So this one you need to think one very important thing. This is our shaded one. And now, this part is the 2. And then, this part should be 3. Okay, so now you can find actually the shaded 1 and 3, they are just the square minus the factor. So the area of shade is 1 equals to 3 because 1 plus 2 equals to 2 plus 3. So the whole shaded part is just half of the 100 equals to 50. Okay, that's all. This one is very hard to think. You need to think about, we need to use another kind of area to find out the inner relationship between the two shaded parts. Okay. Okay, so this is 27. Now I think the last 3 questions, 29 is quite, 29 and 30 is okay. This 28 will be a little hard, so maybe we run through the 29 first. Okay, so this one you can find, we can just write down one equation, 17, 11, and 4, right? So this will be 17x plus 11y plus 4z. I want to get exactly 120 coins equals to 120. So our idea is to find out the minimum value of x plus y plus z. Okay, so this one we can get 17x plus y plus z. We minus 6y plus 13z equals to 120. So now I want to check what is the smallest one. So 17 times this x plus y plus z must be bigger than 120. So x plus y plus z should be what? Should be what? Bigger than, maybe I think it should be bigger than 7, right? So we just list start from 8. If x plus y plus z equals to 8, that means what? That means 6y plus 13z should equals to 16. Is it possible? No. If equals to 9, you can calculate 6y plus 13z equals to 33. Is it possible? No. Try it, try it. If x plus y plus z equals to 10, 6y plus 13z equals to 50. Is it possible? Yes. Okay, it should be, you can try to do it 26 and 24, right? So you can find 10 is actually the smallest time. Okay, the smallest time. Okay. So now let's look at the last one. This is also not very hard, right? I want the sum is 37. This is a kind of distribution question. So of course, if you just calculate from 1, 9, 2 digits, 3 digits, 5 digits, what is the smallest 5-digit number to consider that? It will be very, very hard. So if I try to solve it in the general order, it's very hard. So you can think about how about calculate in the opposite way. So can you tell me what is the largest 5-digit number? Yeah, obviously it's 9999, right? What is the sum? The sum is 45. But what is the sum I want now? 37. So from 37 to 30, from 45 to 37, I need to remove 8 numbers. We need to minus 8, right? So let's think about one thing. If I minus 8 and minus 10, will I influence the digit? No, because the maximum digit is 9. Then I just move 8 things, right? So it's like from A, B, C, D, E. These 5 guys, I want to separate 8 negative 1 with them. So it's like I have 8 negative 1. I want to distribute to 5 guys. And everyone get at least 1. So this is a kind of star and bars method, right? So how many methods do we have to separate? So it will be 8 numbers with plus 5. We need to borrow 5, right? Because it's, it's not at least 1. I got wrong. It's at least 0 because we cannot choose that, right? Then we minus 1. Find how many intervals. Choose 5 minus 1. This will be 12. Choose 4 equals to 495. Okay, so the answer will be 495. 495. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is about 29 and 30. It's not very hard. Now let's come back to 28. I know 28, maybe nobody will get credit. This is what just discuss things. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so now after reading the question, you can find who is the most special. Of course, this AB, right? So that means we need to separate this AB, discuss 3 cases. The first one, if the middle is A and B, this is one case, right? So A and B is in the middle, so that means we have 2 positions for A and B. They can exchange the seats, right? And after that, we just find out this C. C cannot stand at either end of the line. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 seats for C to choose. It will be 4, choose 1. And after that, the remaining 5 guys can just randomly choose, right? 5P5. This is the first case. And the second case, the middle one is A or B. Only one of them is inside. So firstly, how many choices? 2 times 2. First 2 means we choose which one is the seat. The second 2 is I choose A or B. And then another one. So how many choose remaining? We have how many seats for them to choose? We have remaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seats for them. And plus 4 plus 4. Remember, this is B or A seats. And also you need to think about where C can choose, right? 4 and 4 is where C can choose. So after that, the remaining 5 guys can randomly see 5P5. Now, the third case. The middle of them is not, no A and B sit in the middle. This is another case. So who is the most special? Now, C will be the most special, right? C only have 2 seats. C cannot stand at either end of the line. And then, this is for C, we choose 2 seats. And after that, A and B, we have 3 times 3 choice. Also, another one is 4 times 2 times 3. This is also for C. You can choose on the left side or the right side. And this one is also A and B. Finally, the other 5 guys is randomly, okay? So after that, you need to plus them together. It will be 102 times 5P5. equals to 12240. Okay, it will be 12240. Yeah, this question is a little hard. And which one? I think 4 point only this one. And this one is a little hard to think. You can -8. And also this one, if you never see, it will be a little hard, -11. Then what else you can make mistake? Maybe this one you cannot think, right? -14. The MCQ, maybe this one, -16. I think if you get a platinum, you can get 84. For the gold, maybe more than 60, yes. Silver is about 45. Bronze maybe 30, I don't know. Okay, so this is my estimate result, and yeah, this is our sample one, the solution of the first paper. If you have any question, you can ask me now. Can we go now? Yeah, you can. Okay, so the next paper I will send this night, and we will run through it in the next week. Okay, on next week Tuesday. Okay, bye bye. Okay, bye bye. Okay, bye bye.